Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Adila Nuramalia Soliha. My student's number is 1911020112339. So in this video, I would like to present about the using of silent way method in teaching grammar for junior high schools. So why was the silent way method invented? The first is because the silent way came as a protest to audiolingual method, where many experts argue that language skills are not a set of habits that can be simply applied in the real world. They say that audiolingual method was not be able to make students speak communicatively in the real world because the language habits formed are sometimes different in their implementation in the real world. And then the argumentations from Chomsky argues that methods such as the audiolingual method that promote habit formation in language acquisitions are not very significant in helping the process of language acquisitions, but it is the thought process that greatly influences this language acquisition process. These opinions very closely related to the emergence of cognitive approaches that began to be applied at the time. Also, the silent way looks similar to the cognitive approach, but the silent way does not include that approach. So, what is the silent way? The silent way is a language teaching method created by the late Caleb Gatigno, a Europe educator that makes extensive use of silences as a teaching technique. The silent way is a method of teaching language based on the idea where the teacher should be as silent as possible during a class, but the learner should be encouraged to speak as much as possible. In other words, the students are in a charge, whereas the teacher are the guide. Next, about the characteristic from silent way. The first is learner discover or creates rather than remember and repeat what is to be learned. Then learning is facilitated by accompanying mediating physical object, and then learning is facilitated by problem solving involving the materials to be learned. And then is the student's role in silent way. So the student rules in silent way is students are expected to develop independence, autonomy, and responsibility. Students are expected to participate in class actively. They should be willing to make mistakes and be corrected. And the last, students involved in verbal interaction and peer correction activities. Students must learn to work cooperatively rather than competitively. And then the teacher rules in silent way. Teacher acts as facilitator. The main task is to teach the language by letting the student test out the linguistic choices. Then teacher acts as neutral observer, and then teachers does not have to provide positive or negative feedback. And according to CPK, teachers' tasks are to teach, to test, and to get out of the way. And then the method in silent way, the first is sound color chart. Each color chart are representing a sound in targeted language or any second language. The second is questionnaire words. It is used to demonstrate most grammatical structures such as tenses, verb, and prepositions. Then fiddle chart. The fiddle chart is a set of charts presenting all the possible spelling of each sound of the language using the same colors code as the rectangle chart and word chart. And the last is picture. So many picture can used to apply in learning English learning. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Alfa.
Teaching using the silent way method, teachers don't talk much in the teaching process. Silence is used as a tool to achieve the goal.
Today we are going to learn about present continuous tense. tense. Do you know it?
No, Miss.
No. Okay. We will start it now.
Okay.
So the first, you repeat after me.
Okay.
Watermelon,
Watermelon,
apple,
apple,
orange,
orange,
apple,
apple,
watermelon.
watermelon.
Okay, now you try yourself.
Okay, Miss. Apple, watermelon, orange, apple.
That's great. Okay, now look this picture. So this is Anton. What is Anton doing?
The method
Anton
emphasizes
sedang
learner
makan jeruk.
autonomy and active
Okay, good.
student
In English?
participation. The teacher
Inggrisnya,
used a mixture of
Anton
silent
is
and
eating
gestures to focus students'
orange.
attention, to
Yes,
elicit
good.
responses from
Next.
them, and to encourage them to correct their
Kalau
own
itu
errors.
Robert dan Anton sedang memakan jeruk.
Okay.
Kalau Inggrisnya Robert and Anton are eating orange.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So, the form of present continuous tense rumusnya yaitu subject plus to be.
The silent way is
There is
described as the student
and
center
are
in the learning
plus
process.
verb
One
in
method that we can
plus
use is
object.
the sound chart.
Now
In this video, we use
practice
sound chart to
yourself to
describe a
understand.
subject and ask students
So
to
look
build the
this.
sentence
What
from
is
that
this?
subject.
Anton is eating orange.
Okay, great. Subject plus to be plus verb in plus object. Now change the subject and object. This and this.
I am is eating watermelon.
Okay, great. Next.
Apa ya? She is is eating apple.
Okay, good. So the last.
You are is eating apple.
Can you repeat? What you?
Yeah, Miss. You apple.
You are?
You are is eating apple.
Okay. You are eating apple.
Oh, nggak pakai is.
Yes, because to be from you is are.
Oh, okay.
Let's try again. This is
Yang mana, Miss?
yes, the green.
Okay. We are eating watermelon.
Okay, very well, Alpan. So today you have understand about present